Good dog. Yes! I am so excited to share today's video. Obviously it's so important to exercise your dog every day, but I need to get exercise too. I want to see the world. I don't want to just walk around the street. I want to be able to take my dog more places with me. And I think this is the solution to that. Before I even got my dog, I had visions of us zooming around, going on adventures together, and even just going around town, running errands together, just having her with me, that sort of companion by your side. It's also just such a great way to bond with your dog. It makes these everyday tasks, these everyday errands, and just getting about a full adventure. You can see her zooming around in the background. Now, what I mostly use this trailer for is when I'm trying to get somewhere, but there's a lot of roads or urban areas in between. For example, if I'm keen to get to a mountain bike park or a area of bush on the other side of town, I really don't love having Scout running beside me on the roads for these sort of areas. So I prefer to have her in the trailer where she's safe, she can stay, and then once we get to the park, get to the bush, she can jump out and have a good run. Another thing it's great for is when we are doing those longer distance rides, it just means that she's able to come along, and when it is getting a bit too much, she can jump in the yak. Something great that has happened now, as we've been doing this for a while, is that if she's running beside the bike and I stop to check how she's going, if she is tired, she will just jump herself into the trailer. And I fully believe that all these training techniques and the way I've done this will be super transferable to any other vehicle. If you'd like to get your dog to jump on a motorbike, on a paddleboard, on a surfboard, on a kayak, all those things, it's just those baby steps, building the dog's confidence with you, and also making sure that your dog trusts you. I think that's such an important part of this relationship and having it work. The first step, get yourself a dog. Scout, come. In arms. Get yourself a dog and get yourself a bike trailer. Let's go. There's quite a lot of choice out there when it comes to picking a trailer that your dog can go in. I can do a video as to why I chose this one. It was pretty simple really. I wanted a single wheel for that stability on single track. If I take her on longer distances over single track, normally she is just running when it is single track because it is so bumpy. It would be pretty uncomfortable to be in the trailer at that stage. And I want her to be able to jump in and out with ease without me getting off my bike. And I'll show you how we do that. And also it was available on Facebook Marketplace for a few $100s. So that made the decision quite simple. The first thing you want to do is make sure the dog feels really safe around the trailer. So I did this by having the trailer on its side and feeding Scout all her meals in the trailer. I didn't ask her to get in, I just put the food in there drop by drop. And this is just to make sure that the trailer is associated with fun, good times, eating. We all love that.
And she'll take her treats to her yak.
Do you like being in your yak? You like being in your yak? Sorry about the dog voice. I know it's gross, but I can't help it. She's so beautiful. The next thing you're going to do is get some higher value treats. So get some cheese, get some chicken, get some sausage, whatever it is that your dog loves. You're not even going to put a command on it. You're going to have that high value reward. And if the dog offers a behavior that we like, so for example, they sniff the trailer, maybe they even put a paw in a trailer, you go crazy. That is a big yes, they get the reward. Well done, dog.
Good girl.
And you're going to do that quite a few times over a number of sessions. The gains here are so small, so incremental. You really need to take your time, make this a fun and positive experience for the dog. As the dog gets more comfortable with the idea that they need to interact with the trailer to get the treat, you're going to raise the bar. So instead of just having to put their nose on the trailer or put a paw on the trailer, they have to do more than that. Once they do that, you don't give them a treat. You wait until they offer a new behavior. And then you go crazy. Yes, 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 good dog, good dog, good dog. Once they get to the stage where they're putting their two front paws in the trailer, then you don't give them the treat for doing that. Instead, you wait till they offer a new behavior. For example, getting in the trailer. Yes, then that's a big jackpot. Well done, dog. Yes, lots of treats.
Yes, good dog. Yes, 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 good dog. Yes.
And you do that many times. Now, the next step is the scariest. That's adding some movement. So what you're going to do, and I was by myself for most of this, but it'd be ideal if you had a friend or someone who could help you feed them that high value treat constantly while you gently wheel the bike around. Once they're able to stay in the trailer as their bike is moving, the next step is for you to get on the bike and again, ideally have someone around who can feed them while you're slowly pedaling the bike. But if not, which was the case for me, I just had a bag of treats up my back and I would regularly, as much as I could, feed her and throw sausage into the trailer as I was moving. Now, the next stage, once the dog can get in the trailer, it is a good idea to put a command on that.
In the yak. Lovely dog.
I find this really useful because if I am traveling with Scout and the trailer, if we're coming up to an intersection, if we've been in a park, we've been in the bush, and we're coming up to a road or an intersection, I just want her to get in that trailer. I don't want to have to muck around with her staying by my side. I don't want that stress. At this point, it's a great idea to have an off command as well. The command we use is off.
Good dog.
And that's pretty self-explanatory. Use that when you want the dog to get off. Going up a hill, for example, Scout has a nasty habit of wanting to get in the trailer when we're going up hills. I did start off by having a leash on Scout, asking her to get in the yak, and then just dropping the leash into the trailer besides her. I didn't feel comfortable tying her into the trailer because the way I think about it, she's probably safer if she's not tied in. I'm not worried about her recall. So she would come back to me if for some reason she did jump off the yak. I'd prefer her not to be trapped because if there is an instance where we're in an accident or something, I think she would be able to jump away quicker and make herself safer than if she was tied in. That's a decision that everyone can make for their own dog depending on their circumstance and their level of recall. Now, I generally don't have a leash on her now. She's much more well trained with a trailer. I generally just have the leash around my shoulders in case there's some traffic or something or I need to put her on the leash in a hurry. In terms of having Scout run while I'm bike riding, that's also something we've worked on, and I can make another video about how we do that. But basically she needs to be at my heel or behind. This works really well like on the footpath because I need to be the leader. I need to be able to see if anything's coming. If there's any upcoming roads, I ask her to stop and she needs to sit before I instruct her to cross. It is really important to put a lot of time and effort working on how your dog does run beside you. It is potentially a little bit of a dangerous activity and I can see how the potential for injury is really there. Now, good luck. I hope it goes really well for everyone. If they're giving it a go, please let me know if this is something you're interested in trying or thinking about doing. I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks for watching, and if you see us out and about, please say hi.